When a jet aircraft just touches down on the runway, you can see engine of the aircraft start dividing into two parts. After seeing this, you may develop some questions. After touchdown, why does engine of an aircraft appear to be dividing into two parts? And what is the benefit of it? In order to know answer of these questions, please watch the entire video.
Singapore 861, set as wind at 150 degrees 12 knots, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
As discussed in earlier videos, an aircraft is equipped with series of braking system, and it is one of them. This system is known as reverse thrust. As the name only suggests, in this system, engine of an aircraft reverses the direction of airflow toward forward direction. This will create an opposing force, which will help to slow down the aircraft. On a dry runway, reverse thrust will not be used in order to reduce landing distance of the aircraft. It will be used for reducing work done by wheel brake so that wheel brake do not get heated up. But on an wet or icy runway, reverse thrust might be the only way to stop the aircraft, because an aircraft wheels are equipped with ABS brakes. So on wet runway, due to surface condition, wheels of an aircraft might skid and wheel brake will not be that effective. There are three types of thrust reverser in a jet aircraft: clamshell doors, bucket doors, blocker doors. The name clamshell door is given to this system of reverse thrust because shape of doors are like clamshells. They use high pressure compressed air as power source. When deployed, the doors direct the compressed air to cascade vents in forward direction. Cascade vents are angled in such a way that debris from ground and exhaust air will not be inlet by the engine. Bucket door system is hydraulically operated. The rear position of engine exhaust pipe is shaped as two halves of a bucket, which are hinged to enable rearward swing when deployed. In engine with higher bypass ratio, block door reversers are used. They block and divert the bypass air. This system is operated by motor-driven screw shaft. When deployed, flexible shaft move backward, opening the blocker door. This movement also exposes the cascade vent, and the bypass air is directed toward cascade vent in forward direction. In aircraft like Airbus A320, there are flaps or reverser door in place of cascade vent, but mechanism remains the same as discussed in blocker doors. Talking about propeller aircraft, the angle of propeller determines the direction of airflow. By changing angle of propeller, aircraft is able to reverse the direction of airflow. This mechanism is different than jet aircraft, but it is highly effective. The thrust reverser is operated from cockpit. Thrust reverser can only be deployed when aircraft has flared down or touched down and weight of the aircraft is on wheel. Other time of the flight, this mechanism is locked. But in Boeing 737, thrust reversal can be used once radio altimeter reading is at 10 feet or below. In some of the military aircraft, thrust reversal can be used in flight in order to achieve high descent rate while making an approach to highly trained airport. The position of reverser door can be known from cockpit. Once the reverse thrust has started to deploy, the amber color REV can be seen in engine monitor, and once it is fully deployed, the amber color converts into green color. After this, the power of reverse thrust can be selected. In order to protect engine from hot exhaust of reverse thrust and ground debris, there are some restrictions. In some aircraft, reverse thrust power must be brought to idle at 60 to 80 knots. And after pilots are confident for no more use of reverse thrust, then only reverse thrust is brought back to stored position. In some aircraft like DC-8 and DC-9, reverse thrust is used for pushback as well, but it is not recommended to do so. Now let us see what might happen if reverse thrusts are deployed in air. 26 May 1991, Bangkok, Thailand. Lauda Air flight number 004 was scheduled from Bangkok, Thailand to Vienna, Austria. The aircraft was Boeing 767-300 and was carrying 223 people on board. The aircraft took off from Bangkok, Thailand, but never made it to Vienna, Austria. After 8-month-long investigation, investigators come to a conclusion that deployment of thrust reverser on left engine was the main reason of crash. When the thrust reverser deployed, the aircraft was flying at a speed of 400 knots and was at altitude of 30,000 feet. Investigators concluded that deployment of thrust reverser at that altitude and speed was highly dangerous and crew had no chance for recovery. Due to huge fire, reason behind mid-air deployment of thrust reverser was never found, but investigators believe short circuit was the main reason. This fatal crash killed 223 people. After this crash, there was a lot of change in reverse thrust mechanism. A mechanical system is installed which will prevent aircraft from mid-air thrust reverser deployment. Nowadays, if mid-air thrust reverser deployment took place, then there is a series of mechanisms that will be activated for safety. If in mid-air reverse thrust is deployed, then thrust lever of that engine will come to idle. If mid-air reverse thrust deployment took place, then pilots are instructed to immediately shut down the faulty engine. After these all measures, mid-air reverse thrust deployment is a very rare case, and if it took place, pilot can recover from that situation. That is all for this video. Thank you everyone for your valuable time. Hope the video might have been informative to you. If you like the content of the channel, then please like, share and subscribe to it. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. If you have any comment regarding video or you want to share anything with us, then please mention it in the comment section down below. For getting update about our weekly videos, follow us on social media. Link for all the social media account will be given in the description down below. Until next time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.